So we can see all the maps and it says who the creator was. There's my oval track, and then there's this other one. So we're going to subscribe to this one and just see what happens. And then I need to save it to upload into the other part. So I need to get my latest save, and then I need to send it over. So give me a second. So now I go to host. Now there's one without a name because at the time it had a problem with it. There we go. This is my fixed one. Now don't worry about the don't worry about the text on the top left there. That's like a debug log or something. And it comes up whenever I switch over to this mode without the water. But this is what I created so far. And I can go through and I can shape it up and modify it and everything. I'm going to turn everything to this dirt part here afterwards. But what I need to do first before I continue forward is I need to save the game. I'm going to save it as the oval track. And then I want to disconnect. And then I want to share to the workshop. It looks like I need the exact name or other thing to it. So let me look here. This is really all one map, and I just need to modify it and save it into it. So give me a second. And then we're going to go over other things on it as well. But I want to fix this while I'm here. It's how I did it, and I had an issue initially. I think I need to delete the other three and save it on this one. But I'm trying to find the track number. All right. So if I go as the same name, and I just uploaded the map. So it's upload successful. Now I got to see if it overrode or not. Okay, it looks like I updated it. No, it says when it was posted. One second, y'all. All right, it looks like it's going to take a moment to actually show up on the workshop. No, it's there. Okay, so it's there. It just didn't overwrite it. So that's this next one that now if I back up, I go to host, no ocean, create. It doesn't show it yet. Because if I load this one, it's going to be the old one. Oh, did I subscribe to it? Hang on. No, so I didn't subscribe to the new one. That's why it's not showing yet. As soon as I subscribe to it, it'll show it, but I need to back up one. Disconnect. Then host. Create. And now it shows up at the top here. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I got to select that first. Now that that's selected, here's our map again. So here's our map. This is what we're going to modify, okay? I just wanted to fix that real quick so that I was at least trying to save it or so forth. I'm gonna work on the outside of this, work on this off the air to get the find out how to update the map so I'm not crowding it with trash. But I did just get a save up there that's worded out, so now I'll be able to delete the other three. All right, so for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from that. Now we're gonna go to the customized avatar first. We created one at one time. Let's just create that one. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to... Where was the... There was an NAG thing on here and I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Y'all see that? All right, one second. Okay. And now we're going to construct. All right. So for that one there, we go to our current track. Oh, no, not our current track. I did that wrong. Give me a second. Main menu. Construct. Then go to world. This is the default construct on here. Okay. My frames per second are dropping just a little bit. These are all the items. Now here's some of the things that was added. Looks like we got a car that can fly. I don't think you can use it yet though. The helicopter, trying to add the flying feature for that. Apparently there's some flying creature, dragon type thingy. So this whole game is supposed to be about creativity. So you can pretty much create whichever you want from that part. So here's the motorcycles. Here's what looks to be a jet ski tractor thingy. I see more cars down there. So here's more cars. I think we crashed a vehicle. Okay. You can also take the vehicle and customize on here. So you need a vehicle to do so. So you take this vehicle. And you get out. All right, now we press M. You can put it to like a cop car, a taxi. You can change the transmission type. Damage effects engine or don't effects engine. Different types of taxi skins. You can change it from that to police. Base plus extras. All the different colors. see what else we got here. So we can teleport to the building area. We went through and did some building stuff. You can go up with the rope thingy. This is almost like a little hill with ice. You know, so it's like a little snow hill here. Last time I was able to jump up on that, but now it's got me sliding. Hang on. I didn't have this issue last time. I'll have to report that. Now this is water you can swim in, so he does have it to where you can swim in water. That's odd. Okay, so we just press K. Alright. I'm going to report that, and we'll get back to that, y'all. Sorry about that. So we're going to go back and try to host what we have. And we're going to load this latest one. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to do with this... All right, let me back out of this one more time. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I want to see if there's anything that I missed. So back in the construct. Got the helicopter, pterodactyl, got the eagle, and then the car with wings. Okay, there's NAG. Place a jump pad down. We've seen this already. Grapple point. Zip line. Rope swing. Just gonna place those down. Okay. And you got the power system, the different items. Okay. So I think I saw everything else that was added. So for that, we're going to go ahead and load a game. That's the single player part. Well, instead, we're just going to go open this track and go to world. Okay, so we got this one. Now we have our character working there. All right, so what we're looking to do now is to actually create this into a wall. So we need to get the tool. Oh, did I not do the question? Oh, are y'all still even here? I'm sorry. Type NAG in caps for a chance to win a free game. We need to still have 3 here. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my bad. I got distracted when I was talking about something else and then switching over to this game. No one else told me. So it's creating it now. Oh, I don't know why I created the crafting one. I needed the terraformer. So we're going to do the terraformer first. And what we need to do is put it as gravel. So see, I can put it there. And now what we said to do with this is we're going to first fly. Press C. Fly. So we're going to raise our character a little bit before we form this. So what I want to do is I want to modify this track now. And we first need to put all the terrain in here. So we're modifying our map. I'm going to touch up all of this. We're going to reshape right here. And then we'll smoothen it all out afterwards. But what I'm wanting to do is on the sides, add a little bit more terrain and a wall. Okay, so I just balanced that out a little bit. And now I want to raise it. Okay. And then we're going to smoothen it out. There we go. So we're stretching all this out. Hey, Froggy, how you doing? We're making a map here in DCF, Digital Creative Framework, where you can then play on it afterwards. So it looks all of a rough draft here at first. Until we smoothen it out. See all the work over here? All right, so now get some music while we're doing this. How you doing, Froggy? So the game plan of what I'm adding right now is supposed to be more of a wall. That will smoothen out later. So this is so that we don't accidentally go over it. See? So I can bring the wall off this way. Now you can speed this up a little bit, but I think it's just right on the setting that I have this set for. Okay. Now they do plan to put a flying bot thing in this, to where you can from above design it. I gotta tell y'all right now, I am not an artist, alright? So we're doing all the shading part first. Well, we only had 2 that typed it. Did the third one type it? Oh, we did get a third. I didn't see the third because of when what's-his-face said hey and everybody was answering. I didn't see the third. We needed 3 in order to do that. So the 3 did happen. It was P-game, but it was after Froggy said hey everybody. So there was a real delay within there. I'm getting distracted. All right, here we go. What type of land am I making this surface? No, I am not making it DCF land. Alright, so the correct answer was gravel, and P-game got it. Congratulations. Let's see what your choices are. Your choices are... Yeah, I try to change it up. Ooh. Ooh. Rock on! No, just kidding. Alright, here's the choices. It is Plebby Quest The Crusades, Princess Farmer, Pumped BMX Pro, Puzzles for Clef, and Reaver. So, what I can do, from my understanding of this tool, right, is I can speed this up now. Like that, I believe. And now it goes faster. See? Well, I actually liked it slower. And now I think I raised it more. Yeah, I'm gonna lower that again. Okay. That should have been for the size. We'll shrink it down some. We can adjust that. Just give me a moment. Refresh foliage. Well, so like it's like like a dirt bike rack where the dirt and gravel will go up more. So that they don't just zoom off of it. I just gotta shape it right. So I mean, like in some dirt tracks, you'll see the dirt actually go higher as the wall, so that as almost like a skateboard ramp type bit. Or at least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. We're gonna shape all this in a moment. This may not be the neatest artwork, but we'll shape it. And I'm setting up all the texture on this. I mean, look how much smoother it's getting. Soon they'll have it like a little camera thing you can go around and do. So I was doing the wall better over here. So this is supposed to save it more from you flipping. So don't be flipping on me, alright? Don't be flipping or tripping. Now that's starting to look it. Now I can smoothen it all out afterwards, y'all. Y'all will see it actually shape its form its shape. He has put a lot of time into this, y'all. Has anyone else that has this game at the moment tried forming a map yet? It looks like they changed something with the forming of this tool. Now, you can also go back in here and change the time so it's bright again. There we go. So see, now I actually have the wall. I'm going to smoothen all this out and it's going to look like a track again. Alright, it looks like I gotta expand this wall out some. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, did you pick your game? You want Clef you want Clef. Alright, Clef it is. Sorry about that, I was doing the other stuff. Give me a second. Alright, there you go. Congrats. Okay. See what else we got. You said, so there's a day and night circle. You oddly haven't noticed it. Thought you just choose the time. Yeah, so you actually can do that. You can actually, so here you choose the time, and it adjusts whether it's day or night. So the time of day. And you can also change the weather. We went over that last time. Thunderstorm. Yeah, the time does move by itself. Sandstorm. Sand and dust. Snow. Blizzard. Thunderstorm. Or let's just stick with clear skies for now. There we go. Now we're working on this map. I think I need to expand this out a little bit further. Now I'm going to show y'all how much I can smoothen this out now, okay? So now I'm going to hold shift. Nope, wrong button. I didn't actually mean to do that. I didn't mean to do shift. What I actually meant to do was up top here, change surface to smooth. And now you can smoothen it out. So it all starts to flatten out, you see? And then we'll bring some of this down again. So now, as it comes down with some, it'll change some of the texture, which is fine. We'll just fix that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get under this. So that we can flatten that down more. E goes up. What was the other button? Alright, so what if we go like this? I'm going to get under it now, so give me a second. You'll see why I'm trying to get under it. Alright, well we're not worried about the flying part right now because I just want under it at this point. Oh, I didn't want to smooth. I want to change back to surface. So what I'm doing now is I want to be able to dig and take some out. So I'm putting more surface at the bottom here. Trying to smoothen it all out above, and in order to do that I gotta add some more at the bottom. Okay. So another way that you can do this, I think I'm doing this a long way. You can actually do these as flatten, right? and then just stack them. And then smoothen afterwards. So now we can see where we just connected that over there. There. Alright, then I can balance all that out or take things out of it and everything from there. So let's see. Does anyone have any questions on this or interested in it or anything like that? Of what other things we can try? So you can get the vehicles in it and try driving and stuff like that. But we are trying to get it to where we can create the track so we don't fall off of it per se. So over here, I'm trying to do my lineup for the track. And then I just need to smoothen it out. So now at this point, if I want to even this out instead of just doing the smoothness, I can actually just take out that one section. So when you do gravel, surface, and just take it out like that. I think I may have taken too much out. So if I go to flatten, it does the cube like that, right? And then if I go to surface, there it goes. I was having an issue. Okay. So now we're going to have to smoothen all this out again. We selected gravel. Gravel's the one we were using, right? So what if I try beach? Try forest. Then do refresh foliage. Okay, so now it seems to be doing sand for some reason. And we'll have to come back in and check that out. So I bet you if I save this, all right, so we got that. Then we exit. Then we go back in. Okay, I think I did it wrong. Host. Create server. We'll do local map. All right, so this is our local map of where we left off. Okay, got the terraformer. Put it there. Okay, so what else we got? I think I just need to fix this, and then we can drive it. Prior, I couldn't fix it because we had an issue with the map. The tool, actually. See, so right now it's sand, but if I switch it to sand, to gravel, there's the gravel. so then we run. We're going to check out some other games today as well. Okay, so now we look at this side. Obviously, it looks like we need to smoothen it out more again. I was trying to do it the quick way by just doing a flatbed thing over it, but that didn't seem to work. So we're going to smoothen it out now by changing surface to smooth. Now to do that, we need to fly again. Tapping Q. And now we come over here and smoothen it. All right, smoothing it out. All right, y'all think it's at least smooth enough to go with what we got? Should we drive it now? All right, let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. That's loud. Oops. Okay, that didn't work. So the goal here was to make sure that, you know, we don't actually fall this time. All right, here we go. Nope. Ragdoll fall. try it again. All right, we're getting on the vehicle. Here we go. I did it again! Well, so there's a few more bugs I'm going to be reporting on that. It didn't do that as much last time. We'll try it again next time, see what we got. There we go. Okay, I may want to try to make some type of part where we cut out of it and level that out a little bit more. But we shall see. All right, for now, we're going to go ahead and quit out of that. And we'll be right back after these